everybody. Hey, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Okay, so we got some logs down here to get out today. Gonna do it a little bit different. We're gonna use the wagon on most of it. There might be a few that we have to use cart on just because not being able to get to it with the skid steer. But right in here, and I'm gonna show y'all, right along in here, we've got several logs cut through here. And right there is our skid road. We've got several logs, down around through there cut. And we've got one already on the skid loader ready to go on the wagon. And today we've got a newbie on the wagon. June is on the off side, which is the side that she normally works with May, and I'm working her with Kate. Now I've got them both tied to a tree up there because this skid steer is gonna scare her. I'm confident of that. She hadn't worked in about a week or so, due to holidays and the weather and everything else that's been going on. I just hadn't had time to work her. So she's probably gonna be a little testy. But I want to bring y'all along and show you how I get them to stand to load with a skid steer without having to chain them up and tie them up. And this is how you start them. You tie them up, and then after they work a while and they get tired, the skid steer don't bother them no more. I'll probably chain her up the first 2 days, maybe 3. It just kind of, I'll get a feeling about how she's working as we're going. And when I feel like she's ready, I'll just park them out here in the road and let the lines lay down on the ground. But until then, we're gonna chain them up. So let me set y'all up over here and y'all can watch us load out a load. And probably what I'll do is load out a couple loads, let y'all see that. And then I'll let y'all make a trip out to the deck with us. Now y'all, I found it comical that my 2 mules here are more worried about eating the bark off this little sapling than they are the skid steer working behind them. So that says something there. You would think I never fed them by the way they're eating this bark here. Alright y'all, now we've done got a few loads out today. It's getting on over in the afternoon now. And y'all, I've just been so proud of June. June has done a wonderful job. She's tied up there right now, y'all, but to be honest with you, I believe I could just leave her untied and she'd be just fine. I'm not gonna take any chances, obviously, but I do believe she would be all right. I've been using a skid steer, bringing these logs up here, chunking them down. Treetops has been rattling at different times and all this good mess, and she's just been a quiet little soldier. I tell you, she's doing real good. You would have never thought that this was the same mule that not even a year ago was in that explosive behavior video where she was blowing up and setting back and just acting a fool. Now she's a quiet work mule, and she's a real work mule too. She pulls good, she drives good. She's still getting the hang of driving with Kate, you know, getting around in the woods, getting wood smart. That's going to take a little while. She's just going to have to do it in order to do that. Down here in this bottom, where we've been coming out of this morning, yesterday when I felled these trees, they all kind of had to go in the same hole, and man, it become a watered up mess, Lord Jesus. But it was about all I could do at the time being with what was going on, so we made do with what was going on. And that's one reason why I use a skid steer, for a couple reasons. One, this was a watered up mess, and I wanted to use skid steer to kind of push the tops back as I got the logs out. Two, I wanted my girl June over here to get some experience on a log wagon, okay? So while using the skid steer, I actually got down here, and I don't know, I think I hung a stump and throw the track off. Luckily though, for me, one of my YouTube friends and Facebook friends came by to see me today, all the way from Virginia. They were visiting family during Thanksgiving, Mr. Billy Hall, his wife Marilyn, and his son Sam. And luckily enough, they showed up because Mr. Billy helped me get my track back on, and that was a blessing. Thank you, Mr. Billy, I appreciate that. And it was so good to see them. Sam got to ride out to the deck with me one time on the wagon, and we just had a good time. All the mules got plenty of scratches. So, you know, it was just a good time, y'all. Now, y'all, I really think that June's success with me using this skid steer behind her and whatnot, I think a lot of that is due to Kate's, you know, how she's real calm and easy. Kate's done this a lot, and I think Kate transferred that energy to June. So that was one good thing, you know, about working them like this, you know, splitting June up and putting her with Kate. Kate definitely gave her some more confidence. Not to mention the fact that June has settled down a lot on her own. But all this kind of stuff you can do like this, you know, this machine running behind her and, you know, making racket and rattling and beating and banging and all that mess. All that is just good for these animals. You know, it just helps them to settle down even more. Whoop. All right, easy. Kate. Kate, get in there, Kate. Whoa, whoa. Now y'all got to get together this time. Hold it. All right, Kate, Jim. There you go. Good job. Good job. Easy now. Easy now. You was asleep, wasn't you, Kate? That's what your problem was. You was taking a nap. I don't blame you. You little. You little. Watch out there, Alice. Get over, Alice. Alice. All right. All right, y'all. Easy does it now. Doing a good job, June. Kate. Both of you. Easy now. All right. There you go. All right, ease up now. Ease up. I had to get through that little ditch. I'll let them get a little speed to get on through that ditch. Whoa. Whoa. Now right here is the tricky part, y'all. Cause right, it drops off and goes downhill pretty good right there. Y'all can't really tell it, I'm sure, from the camera. But it's a pretty good little hill right there. And we've been dumping them logs out. Of course, them logs will roll real easy down this hill, and it's nice. So it makes my job easy. But with them, I got to cut and go down the hill and then cut back to the right, and it's kind of challenging. All right, Kate. Easy does it now. Easy. Remember, we got to go down this hill. Easy. She knows when to go easy. All right, now G. 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 Whoa, ho. Whoop, hold it. Hold it. Whoa, ho, hold it, Jim. Whoa, good girl, Kate. That's a way to lean in right there now. Whoa, ho. Whoa. Lean in a little, Jim. Whoa, hold it. Good girls. Good girls. Now you can really see how much of a hill it is here, y'all, by the way these logs are just rolling off and then rolling right down the hill all by themselves. Pretty good little hill here. Kate done me a good job by leaning in real good. June hadn't quite figured that out just yet real good. But Kate's real good about scotching a load on the hill for me. She's worked at this wagon a good bit, so June will catch on though as time goes on. That's why we're doing what we're doing. As y'all can see there, I've got May and Alice
May?
tied up right here. This is May on our right hand side here, and then Alice is right here where the road turns and goes in the woods here. And she had her butt sticking out in the road a few times. I had to get her to move. But anyway, y'all, I brought all 4 mules to the woods. Even though May's not working right now, it's still good for her to wear a harness and be around all this mess, you know, where she can hear all this racket and chainsaws and skid steers and logs are dumping off and all this kind of good jazz. So it's been good for her. Now Marcy stopped by the log job this afternoon, and she's able to get this footage here for me of us coming back in, and she's going to video the last load for us. And it was just a joy to have Marcy come out and visit with me on the job. She doesn't get to a whole lot, but whenever she does, it's real nice and refreshing. So Marcy, thank you for coming by, and also thank you for getting this video for us. It's so much better, y'all, when there's someone there to video for me versus me doing it on my own. You can just capture so much more of the job at hand, you know, when someone else is able to video the little different nuances about it. So Marcy, thank you again. I appreciate it. Now, y'all, June is getting some real good experience today, not only with this skid steer running around her and whatnot, but also just getting around in the woods. You know, these limbs is hitting her in the belly, and having to dart and dodge these little sapling trees, and learning how to, you know, turn this tongue on this wagon and, you know, whatnot. There's just a lot that she's learning today. We got a good start on her, you know, here at home when I started her in May. But really and truthfully, if the truth be told, her training really is just now beginning with her being in the woods. It's just going to help her so much. It'll take her a little while to get her, you know, get her legs under her here in the woods and get wood smart. But, you know, once she does, it'll be a great thing. And I don't want to depend on Kate and Alice too much. It would be real easy to just, you know, use Kate and Alice. But these colts, you know, they need working too. And Lord's willing, if I take my time and do it right, I'll have 2 good work teams, you know, here in a little while. Now in the process of me setting that popper on there, just now I knocked my blocks off, so that's why I had to get out and go up here and put my blocks back on the side. And the reason why I reposition them like that, because you want to put big logs on the outsides and small ones in the middle. That way whenever you stack your two top logs, they'll have somewhere to sit, if that makes any sense. Now, y'all, the idea here, I know it looks like I'm just down there messing around and whatnot, but really and truthfully, I'm not. I'm actually giving the mules a little bit longer break. I'm not trying to work June too hard. I just want her to get used to this skid steer, you know, moving around her and limbs crunching and all that mess. Just wanted her to get used to that and give them an extra break, because it is a pretty good little pull out of here. This ain't no showing enough big load, but it's with this 12-footer on here, I'd say there's probably 375 on there right now, maybe 400. I mean, it ain't a big girl load, but it's big. It's big enough. We still got one white oak over there to get, and one white oak over there on the road to get, and then we'll be done for today. So we got about 2 more loads, maybe 3, and we'll be finished. But anyway, I'm not going to extend this video out and make it super long. No point in it. The idea here today was just get June, you know, worked and get her used to this skid steer, and you know, let her haul some logs, and she's done that, and she's made me very proud. And look, I appreciate every one of you hanging out with us. I know some of this stuff gets kind of monotonous. I do try to show you different stuff. You know, I don't want it to get boring for you, and see different aspects of it and how I work my mules in and whatnot. And look, I just want to say thank you for everybody that's here, that's watching, been hanging out with us. You know, all the new subscribers, the likes, the comments, all that good stuff. And look, if you ain't subscribed, please do. It helps our channel out, and I'd really appreciate it if you would. If you like the content, hit that button if you don't care. I'm gonna put my email up here on the screen. If any of you need me, holler at me. Be glad to talk to you as always. And I'm gonna be praying for you, each and every one of you. If you're hearing my voice right now, y'all, I'm praying for you, and I take that very serious. If any of you's got any special prayer requests that you'd like me to pray for you about, just either drop it in the comments or shoot me an email. If it's more of a private matter, you can shoot me an email. And look, I'm glad to pray for you, because I know you all need it, and I need to practice. So y'all take care. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.